Hey, useless.
Ha!
Don't hum me. I'm talking to you. I only found 2 pairs of socks in my suitcase for the business trip. I told you to put in new underwear, too. They weren't there. What's the deal?
I'm sorry. I must have forgotten.
You can't even pack your husband's suitcase properly? A stay-at-home mom who can't even take care of her husband is no stay-at-home mom. You're just a lazy bum.
I'm sorry. I'll be more careful next time.
What if my work doesn't go well because of this? If that happens, it's all your fault.
What do you want me to do?
I married you even though you're poor and only have a high school education. Get to work.
Yes.
You don't have any skills, so you wouldn't be able to survive if I divorced you.
You don't have to put it that way.
Then try doing a perfect job of taking care of your husband.
I was a little busy preparing for our kids' field trip.
Don't use our kid as an excuse. Who do you think puts food on the table?
I know that.
If you know, then prioritize me. This is why I can't stand incompetent people with no comprehension skills. You don't understand unless I spell everything out for you.
But our child is still only 5 years old and needs a lot of attention. It would be helpful if you could do some things yourself.
Hey, you still don't get it, do you? What are you talking about? You're a stay-at-home mom, right?
Yeah,
A stay-at-home mom's job is to take care of her master.
I know that.
If you know, then why don't you do it properly?
I'm sorry.
Anyone can just apologize. If you understand, you need to show it with your actions. Listen, I'm working to support you guys. That's why I'm going on this business trip to Japan.
Yes. Thank you for your hard work. It's for 5 days this time, right?
Yeah. I'm working so hard for you guys, but I won't forgive you for neglecting your duties as a stay-at-home mom. When I get back, you better roll out the red carpet for me. You got that?
I understand.
And have dinner ready. Don't you dare take shortcuts with instant soup stock. I won't forgive you if you do.
Okay. My name is Emma, and I'm 35 years old. I have a 5-year-old son and live with my husband, Liam. I met my husband in Japan and we got married. I moved back to the States after we got married. Even when we were dating, he decided everything about our dates and meals. But at the time, I thought he was a decisive person, and I thought that was cool. However, I found out that he was just selfish and wanted to do things his way. After we got married. By that time, we had a child, so I thought things would work out if I just put up with it. My husband's job often involves business trips to Asia. Especially to Japan, where he goes at least once a month. This time, he was on a 5-day business trip to Japan. But I had no idea that it would lead to something so terrible.
Liam is in trouble. There was a plane crash. What am I going to do with my only son? Oh. I wish this was a dream. Emma, what are we going to do?
What's wrong, Mom?
Watch the news right now.
A plane crash in Japan. No way.
They just announced Liam's name.
Oh, his name just appeared on the ticker.
I can't live without him.
Calm down, Mom. He might be safe even if he was on board.
But they're saying the plane crashed into the sea and the survival of the passengers and crew is hopeless.
Liam was good at swimming, so he might have survived.
I know he's been good at swimming since he was a kid. But a plane crashed. It's not about swimming.
But we don't know until we check.
Check how?
Just in case, let's call Liam.
Well, how is it?
I can't reach him by phone.
You can't reach Liam. Does that mean he was involved in the accident and there's no hope for him? Is that it? This can't be true. My son, oh.
We don't know yet. I'll contact the airline and his company.
Then do it quickly.
And should I also contact the embassy?
Contact every place you can think of.
Okay. I'll try various things for now. Mom, please wait a moment.
Hey, Emma. You're very calm. Why are you so calm?
Ha!
Your husband was involved in an accident. Normally, people would be more flustered, right?
We need to stay calm in times like this. It's not good to panic with uncertain information.
You've always been cold. I feel sorry for Liam.
Eh?
You're probably thinking about getting insurance money if he's gone. You're a terrible wife.
Mom, what are you saying?
I was against your marriage from the beginning. Your family is poor, and you only have a high school education. I shouldn't have approved of you.
Oh,
Your parents run some dead-end business that barely makes any money, right? That's why you couldn't go to a private high school and went to a low-level public school. You grew up to be a cold woman without a heart because your parents' education was wrong. Even in poor families and low-level public high schools, they don't teach you to value your family.
is that relevant right now?
Liam is an elite, he graduated from a decent university. I was disgusted by the idea of him marrying you, who didn't even graduate from college. But I let you marry him out of pity.
Mom, we need to confirm the plane crash now.
I got it. You knew the plane would crash, and forced him on that flight.
What are you talking about? There's no way I could do that.
You knew the plane would crash and made him take that flight on purpose.
I wouldn't do that. Besides, the company booked the plane ticket.
You made the company specify and book it, to avoid leaving any evidence.
How could I possibly know that this flight would have an accident? It's impossible unless you have psychic abilities.
If you were a couple bound by love, you would naturally know that. If you love each other, you should have a premonition about whether an accident will happen or if you shouldn't take that flight. It's your fault for not doing that.
Wait a minute. What you're saying doesn't make sense.
I won't give you a single penny if something happens to Liam. His savings and all his assets are mine.
We haven't confirmed Liam's situation yet.
We need to clarify these things.
Even if that happens, the inheritance right will pass to our son in that case.
Oh, my grandson is the heir to our family. So, of course, my grandson and his inheritance rights are mine.
I don't want that. If something happens, my son is all I have left.
If Liam is gone, my grandson will be my only heir. If you're not going to give in, that's fine. We'll go to court in that case. My family has money, so we can hire a good lawyer. But you don't have money, so it's obvious who will win.
That's terrible. We still don't know what happened to Liam.
That's why we need to be clear. I should have made it clear and documented it before the marriage. If something happens to Liam, you will leave without my grandson.
Oh. But first, we need to confirm Liam's safety. I can't believe my husband is dead. I believe he's alive. Olivia's texts, adding fuel to the fire after I saw the news, were a huge shock. My mother-in-law has the same personality as my husband. And I've been struggling between my strong-willed and selfish husband and mother-in-law ever since we got married. I felt that my mother-in-law didn't approve of me as a bride. But I never thought she would say something like this, especially in this situation where my husband might have been in an accident. What if something happened to my husband? Will my mother-in-law take my son away from me then? I was confused and didn't know what to do. But I continued to check my husband's safety anyway. However, the airline was always busy when I called. His company said that he had applied for 3 days of leave. And they didn't know if he had taken the scheduled flight or if he was still in Japan. I was so worried that I left my child with my parents, got an emergency passport issued at the embassy, and decided to head to Japan for the time being.
Hey, did you find Liam?
The airline isn't responding, so I don't know. I asked at the airport, but they just said they didn't know.
Then there's no point in going there. What did you go there for? You didn't spend a lot of money to go play, did you?
There's no way I can play in this situation. I thought I might find out more if I was here than in America.
But you don't know anything, do you? You're really a useless wife. Do something. What about Liam's phone? Did you get through?
That's also a no.
Are you really contacting him?
The news here says they found the location of the crash. And rescue is heading there now.
So, Liam will be saved?
It's still I don't think we should get our hopes up too much. It seems like he's been stranded on the sea for over a day.
What? You're saying you hope he doesn't survive? You're really a cold wife.
I don't think that at all.
You only graduated from high school, so you can't speak English or anything, right? Is that information accurate?
I can communicate in both Japanese and English.
Even though you're a high school graduate? You probably only speak broken English, right? I wonder if that's understood locally.
I lived in Japan for a few years after college for work. I can speak enough to live a daily life.
What's that?
It's a system where you can stay abroad while working.
Are you saying you went abroad to work because you're poor?
No. Anyway, I can speak Japanese, so I'm not misunderstanding the news.
Then find out the information quickly and find Liam. If something happens to Liam, I'll never forgive you.
Hey, I came back from my business trip, but why are you not home? You're a useless stay-at-home mom, so you should at least greet your husband properly. I mean, you promised to do that to apologize for not packing my luggage properly, right? Are you kidding me? Breaking your promise, huh?
Ha!
Listen, get back home within 5 minutes. If you're even a minute late, I won't forgive you.
You're home.
Huh? Of course, I'm going home. Are you unhappy that I came back?
You're alive. I was worried that you might have passed away.
Huh? Who passed away? I'm back in America. And I'm at home right now.
Really?
Of course, it's true. Anyway, come home quickly and make dinner.
Weren't you involved in a plane crash?
Accident? What are you talking about?
Because the flight you were supposed to take crashed, and your name was announced on the news.
Huh? I changed my return date, so I canceled that flight.
And I couldn't reach you by phone.
My phone broke when I dropped it in the toilet during the business trip. So I sent it for repair after I got back, and I'm using a replacement.
I see.
Come to think of it, I heard some news about an accident around the time I was supposed to return. Was that the flight I was originally supposed to be on? Looks like someone of my caliber can avoid danger without even trying.
I was really worried. I'm glad you're alive.
Of course I'm alive. Anyway, hurry up and come home to make dinner. I'm starving. Plus, the house is a mess. What have you been doing?
That's because I left in a hurry.
You're a stay-at-home mom. What are you doing? I always tell you that you should be able to do housework properly because you have no other skills. Come back right now.
I'm in Japan right now, so I can't. I came here to check on your safety.
What? Are you stupid? That's a waste of money.
That's not a nice thing to say. I was worried.
You could have just waited for me to contact you.
But if you hadn't survived, you wouldn't be able to contact me.
Or did you come here in a hurry to check if you could get the insurance money if I went to the other world? You're a terrible person.
Oh, why do you and your mother say such things? It's natural to worry about your husband.
I wonder about that. Anyway, what about my dinner?
You can take care of that yourself.
What's with that arrogant attitude? Are you trying to starve me to death and collect insurance money?
Of course not.
Then come back to America right now.
I'll do that even if you don't tell me to. Oh.
If you get on a plane right now, you'll be in America in 2 hours. So hurry up. Hey! Are you in America yet? Hurry up and get back home and do the housework. You useless stay-at-home mom.
You know, I'm still in Japan.
Why are you still there? You already confirmed my safety, right?
I know, but...
I told you to get on a plane and come back to America right away. Are you planning to play around in Japan as a useless stay-at-home mom, by any chance?
You were the one playing around, weren't you?
Huh? What are you talking about? I told you it was a business trip.
But you always took time off and extended your stay in Japan, didn't you? I contacted your company and they told me.
It's to rest. That's fine, isn't it? Wait, you contacted my company?
Yeah. Because I was worried about you. So I stayed at the hotel where you stayed. You forgot something at the hotel, didn't you?
Eh?
Who is Naomi?
Eh?
She came to the hotel lobby to pick up your forgotten items. She said she's your wife.
That's…
And you have a 1-year-old son. What's going on?
I think there's some misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding?
Because we can't communicate, right? I'm surprised that someone like you could even stay at a local hotel. But you can't speak Japanese, right?
Oh, did you forget that I lived in Japan for a few years after college? Oh, maybe you don't remember because you're not interested. You have Naomi.
That's…
Now, I've been guided to her house and met her relatives.
No way.
They said your relatives threw a big wedding party for you 2 years ago. They showed me the photos.
That's… well…
You haven't registered your marriage yet because the documents aren't ready. But you're planning to officially submit the paperwork soon, right?
There were various circumstances.
Various?
Please. Don't say anything to Naomi, okay?
Don't say what? That I'm your legal wife in America. That we have a 6-year-old child. That everyone was worried about a plane crash, but you were cheating here.
All of it.
You love her that much.
No. I only love you, Emma. It was just a fling with her from the beginning.
Oh. Even though you had a wedding ceremony?
Her relatives were so pushy and forced me to do it. It was unavoidable because she got pregnant. I really didn't want to get married.
You look pretty happy in the pictures, though.
I was forced to smile. Besides, if I get a divorce according to their customs, I'll be charged a ridiculous amount of money.
I see.
Even without that, her relatives are always begging for money every time I go. And I was thinking it was about time to end things. Please. I'll break up with Naomi nicely, so be calm for now.
How are you going to break up? Are you going to stop coming to Japan, stop contacting her, and ignore the child without acknowledging them?
That's right. It's a natural dissolution. We shouldn't have been together in the first place because we're from different countries. It's not like we were meant to be together across countries anyway. I'm just correcting the situation.
That's too irresponsible. But it seems like there are other American men like that, huh?
Yeah. It's a common thing. I didn't tell her my contact information or company name, so it'll be fine as long as you don't say anything.
I already told her, LOL. By the way, I told her that you and I are married now. But we're getting divorced soon, so it's okay.
Ugh.
I'm getting a divorce, so I'll need settlement money and child support. And I'm taking our child, so child support, too.
No way. The child is the heir. My mom won't let you.
Don't worry. You have an heir with Naomi, too. I don't think my mother-in-law will make a fuss in this situation. Even if it goes to court, I'll win, right? LOL. So be happy with Naomi.
Wait a minute. If you divorce me, it'll be embarrassing at work. I have a reputation to uphold at work, you know. Please don't leave me.
When I get back to America, I'm going straight to my parents' house. I'll send the divorce papers through a lawyer, so take care of the rest.
No. Please wait. I only love you, Emma. It's embarrassing to be divorced. Please reconsider.
After that, I divorced Liam through a lawyer. I got custody of our child. And I received settlement money and child support. Liam felt uncomfortable at work because of this incident and quit his job. He moved back to his mother's house and lived with her. They lived a modest life. But recently, Naomi came to America with her child and started living in Liam's parents' house. However, she was fed up with her mother-in-law, who couldn't speak Japanese at all and was selfish, and her husband, who didn't help with housework or childcare at all. So she returned to her country in 3 days. Liam couldn't find a new job and was chased by the payment of settlement money and child support, which had more than doubled. And he and his mother are now living in poverty, working multiple jobs without rest. I found a job where I can use my Japanese and English bilingual skills. With the help of my parents. I'll do my best in raising my child and working.
Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.